All right, let's dive right into this Revolgear Zero demo here. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that 100% correctly here, but this is an awesome pixel art shoot 'em up here. You get a bunch of different difficulty settings. I'm going to play on advanced just to start off, and then you got 2 different characters to select from, and then a ton of different options to select from there. I'm going to go with the default setup that I've been enjoying with the little bit of this that I've played so far. And I'm actually going to let this little tutorial video play out here before we get started, because there's a lot going on in this game. Obviously, you can move. You have your 2 different positions that you can toggle between with your bits that kind of float near your ship and whatnot. And then you have your charge shot that you can charge up over time, and then you also can use your bits to charge up and shoot out a boomerang attack. You also charge up your, meter by either blocking attacks with your bits or just, coming near, grazing near the bullets. Yeah, the burst will make you invulnerable. There's a score system with all these gems as well. There is just a lot going on in this game, but I am loving what I'm playing so far. I love the presentation. All these different, if your burst is fully charged up, you have a shield that charges up for a minute. When you use your burst, you're invulnerable for a short period of time. So there's just a ton of stuff going on, just a lot of nuance, which is what I really like about a lot of these shoot 'em ups. A ton of them, or a lot of them, are very, very similar, and this one being no exception. But there's just enough little details that set it apart from the rest, or just keep it interesting from a moment-to-moment basis. So shouldn't be too much longer on this little intro video here. But I'm loving the music as well. And yeah, this boomerang attack, you can collect, 1-ups, different. I think you start with 9 lives or something like that in this game, which is pretty odd. A lot of these shoot 'em ups, it's one-hit death, and you start back from, the beginning of the game or the beginning of the stage at least. So, yeah, just really, really loving this one. Again, I'm just kind of vamping here while this tutorial plays out, but it should be wrapping up here. Yeah. That's the end of it here, so we'll dive right into the action. But again, I just love the presentation on this game. Maybe it's 4 ships, maybe it's not 9, because that looks a lot more like a 4 at the top left here instead of a 9, and that would make a lot more sense. But yeah, this is our standard formation. Then we can switch to this slightly more spread out formation. I also have, when the bits are in this formation, they're kind of, auto-targeting the different enemies. Or if I switch to this, obviously it's just concentrated fire directly in front of my ship. And then, let's see, I got my full meter charged up here. So as soon as we get a big enemy on screen, we'll do a little blast attack. Here we go. Didn't necessarily need to use that to blow them away, but we'll get that filling up. And then let's also do our little charge boomerang shot, which also has a homing feature to it. I don't know if that's because I selected the bits that have that ability or what. But yeah, all the different characters or the 2 different characters and the different abilities that they have just control very, very differently. There's a lot, like I said, nuance. Okay, it is a 4 because we just went up to 5 there. So that makes a lot more sense. I thought that seemed pretty excessive to start out with 9 lives, but also I was maybe they're just going to start kicking my ass. And I'm going to need all 9 of those lives, but also pretty generous of them to dish out a 1-up right off the bat. When you do launch out this boomerang attack, or whatever you want to call it, with your bits, you're not able to fire other than that. I mean, obviously, with this homing ability equipped, it's nice because it just jumps over to the next enemy in question or whatever, but okay, let's do another burst shot. I think that's what it's called. Just clear a path there. It is a little tricky, though, because I was hoping it was just going to target the bigger enemies there, and that was not the case. Let's switch to the firepower directly in front of me here. And you can even use the bits rotating around you as a shield. It's almost like a melee attack, if you will. But yeah, this is actually about as far as I've made it into this game. I don't know if I've even squared off against this boss. I was just very quickly okay, this game is absolutely awesome stuff. Okay, I had my shield, thankfully, and then we filled right back up. Shit, had my shield again, I think. Okay, they're very generous with the charging of that shield. Let's see if we can just blow this fool away. There we go. Let's get another one. Oh, yeah, there we go. Obviously, we want to charge that shield back up here. Yeah, it charges up so fast. Oh, shit. Yeah, charge it up again just like that. All right, let's switch back to the directly in front. Oh, shit. Can't believe I got that dodge in. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Sit down, baby. God, this game is really awesome. I am absolutely loving this. Okay, do I have to blow this up? What's the deal? Okay, chase it down to the next stage. Getting some serious Sega vibes from this in all of the best ways. Are we just gonna go? Oh, okay, I was gonna say, is it just if it just goes right into the next stage? I would have got so excited there as I just fumble over my words. But yeah, this is all new to me from here on in. I have not really seen this stage at all. I don't even remember if I for sure was able to take down that boss the first time around. But obviously, this video is gonna be totally spoiler-free with the. You know, with it being the demo and everything, but if you want to keep it completely spoiler-free, I'm sure by now you know if this is something that's up your alley or not. But yeah, I'm going to just probably play through to the end of the demo, or at least until I run out of lives here, which I think I'm sitting okay as I, you know, picked up another one up there. I'm up at 6, or maybe I got it by getting a high score or something like that, or a high enough score. I don't know if there's certain thresholds where you earn another 1-up on top of being able to just pick them up from enemy drops as well. Let's go ahead and cycle that back to the concentrated fire here. Really loving the difficulty, at least on this advanced setting, but it looked like if you set it on any of the higher difficulties, like the next one up would have the larger enemies launch projectiles at you after you destroy them, like Ikaruga style. And then if you switch it to the hardest difficulty, it looks like it's all enemies, no matter their size, will launch a projectile at you. So definitely some cool options that tweak up the gameplay here, which is pretty cool. On top of the different characters and weapon sets and stuff like that, loadouts or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm very into this game. This is one of the cooler non-retro shoot-'em-ups I've played in quite some time. I've been on a little bit of a shoot-'em-up kick in the, you know, recent weeks and months after scooping up the Capcom Arcade Stadium collection. Now, one thing nice about this boomerang attack is I can just have it go right through this enemy. Let's see, I think I just need to thread the needle in here. Okay, you can't touch the ground either. Okay, that's my first death, I think. That's the first time I've heard that scream. Oh, shit! Let's switch to the homing attack. Let's do a little charge shot. Shit. Okay, there we go. That'll work. Oh, a 3-up. Gotta get it, gotta get it. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, that's crazy. They really dish out the lives here, so I don't know if this game is just gonna start getting incredibly challenging or what, but they're clearly not messing around. Okay, this thing's not an actual enemy. Or at least it doesn't appear that I can shoot it, so I just have to kind of dodge it as if it were a part of the terrain, I guess. Seems like it is causing these coins to appear, though, so that's kind of cool. Oh, there looks like there's a 1-up right there. Oh, shit. We'll take it. Yeah, the homing attack is not targeting that dragon whatsoever, so I think it's safe to assume that that's not an actual enemy, just part of the level design. Okay. What do you got for me next? Is it boss time? Yep. God, I love even this boss like intro screen. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Mega Man, a little bit of this other game called Risk System, which is an awesome pixel art shoot 'em up, another like modern one as well that I really, really love. So here, I guess let's just try to do the homing attack here. Oh, shit. I guess that'll work. I used that invulnerability at the perfect time. Let's up and over. Okay, I can't defeat this projectile. So just gonna rain it down. Where are you going? There we go. Oh, shit. Shit. We'll take it. Invulnerability again. Man, you get like you can recharge that so quickly, and you're invulnerable again so quickly. Jeez, I can't talk during this video here. Another one bites the dust, though, it looks like. I really like how the boss like drops this like eyeball and then presumably just moves on to the next boss and possesses that or whatever. Just really, really cool stuff. I have no idea how much they're gonna show off here on this demo. Okay, I guess that's it. I was gonna say, I don't know how much more they're gonna give us here. Just an auto game over. But man, oh man, this is just absolutely fantastic. I can't recommend this enough. This is one of the cooler demos I've checked out in quite some time. Obviously got a ton of different modes here as well. Tons of different customization options. And again, the 2-player co-op. Might try to crank up the difficulty here and play another run, but I think I'm going to leave it there for the video. Because, yeah, by now I'm sure you know if this is something that's up your alley or not. This is just absolutely awesome stuff. And, yeah, I'm just really on a big-time kick with these shoot-em-ups, and this one has really got the hooks in me. Oh, and only 2 lives to start off with this character, so maybe the other character is more like an easy mode. Or maybe it's because of the difficulty change. I think that must actually be it. Okay, yeah, see how they're like kind of launching these little projectiles at me? Or actually, no, that's just some scenery in the background. Let's kill one of these bigger enemies and see what happens. There you go. Okay, so this is definitely increasing the difficulty here by a significant amount, but also increasing my ability to scoop up these gems by a significant amount. But yeah, like I said, before I get too caught up here, I'm going to leave it there for the video, and just could not be easier to recommend this game if you're a fan of shoot 'em ups and if you're a fan of pixel art, or yeah, obviously you can tell here if this is something that's up your alley or not, but just awesome, awesome stuff. This is fantastic.